Welcome, treasure hunters and coin lovers, to a journey into the glittering world of legendary American coins, where every tiny detail can hide a fortune beyond imagination. Today we are stepping into the mysterious and exciting universe of the Liberty half-dollar coin and the powerful Sacagawea $1 coin, two incredible pieces of history that continue to shock collectors with their beauty, rarity, and unbelievable value. Some people see old coins as simple pocket change, but true collectors know these metallic treasures can carry stories, secrets, and sometimes life-changing prices that can turn an ordinary discovery into a breathtaking moment of destiny. The Liberty half-dollar coin stands as a shining symbol of strength, freedom, and timeless American pride. Its majestic design captures attention instantly, with Lady Liberty appearing like a guardian from another era, carrying the spirit of courage and hope. For decades, collectors have searched through old boxes, dusty drawers, and forgotten collections hoping to uncover a rare Liberty half-dollar hiding in plain sight. Certain rare dates, mint marks, and era versions have stunned the coin world by reaching astonishing values, making these coins legendary among treasure seekers across the globe. The year 1971 marked a dramatic moment in American coin history. It was the first year the famous Kennedy half-dollar returned after major silver changes in earlier years. The Denver Mint, recognized by the bold D mint mark on the coin, produced millions of these half-dollars. Yet among those millions, a few rare survivors emerged with extraordinary characteristics that collectors dream about every single day. Certain coins possess stunning mint errors, razor-sharp details, or near-perfect conditions that elevate them far above ordinary circulation pieces. When collectors speak about valuable 1971 D half-dollars, excitement immediately fills the room. Some specimens display incredible strike quality, glowing surfaces, and rare production mistakes that can send auction prices soaring beyond imagination. A normal coin may only be worth face value, but one rare example with unique features can suddenly become the centerpiece of a world-class collection. That possibility is what keeps treasure hunters searching through old jars and forgotten boxes night after night. The breathtaking part of this story is how easily these coins can hide in plain sight. Imagine holding a coin that once passed through grocery stores, gas stations, or vending machines decades ago. Nobody noticed its hidden importance at the time. Years later, collectors discovered that a few of these coins carried remarkable qualities that made them almost impossible to replace. The difference between an ordinary coin and a fortune can sometimes be a tiny detail visible only under magnification. Some 1971 D half-dollars became legendary because of minting errors that occurred during production. These errors can include doubled letters, strange die clashes, off-center strikes, or unusual textures. What appears to be a flaw to the average person can become pure gold to a serious collector. In the coin world, mistakes are often more valuable than perfection because they are rare accidents that can never be duplicated again in exactly the same way. Another factor that drives the value of these coins is condition. Collectors chase coins graded at the highest levels because they appear almost untouched by time. A brilliant uncirculated 1971 D half-dollar with glowing luster and flawless surfaces can command incredible respect in auctions. Coins preserved in exceptional condition are extremely difficult to find because most entered circulation and suffered scratches, fading, and wear over the decades. The dramatic appeal of the 1971 D half-dollar also comes from the powerful image engraved upon it. The profile of President John F. Kennedy carries deep emotional meaning for many Americans. His image symbolizes history, strength, leadership, and remembrance. Every line carved into the coin tells a story of a nation that wanted to honor a beloved president forever. That emotional connection increases collector demand and gives the coin a legendary aura that extends beyond simple metal value. Many treasure hunters dream about discovering one of these rare coins inside inherited collections. Grandparents often stored old half-dollars in jars, envelopes, or wooden boxes without realizing future collectors would desperately seek them. Today, families across the world continue opening forgotten collections hoping to uncover a hidden gem that could change their financial future forever. The thrill of that possibility keeps the fascination alive. The market for rare coins is filled with stories that sound almost unreal. Certain collectors have paid staggering amounts for coins possessing rare combinations of condition, rarity, and historical importance. While most 1971 D half-dollars are not worth millions, the rarest and finest examples can attract astonishing attention from wealthy buyers competing fiercely for ownership. In elite auctions, emotions run high when a spectacular specimen appears under the spotlight. One of the most powerful aspects of coin collecting is mystery. Nobody knows exactly how many extraordinary 1971 D half dollars still remain undiscovered. Some may be hidden in old furniture, secret safes, abandoned collections, or forgotten coin albums gathering dust for decades. Every year, surprising discoveries continue to emerge, proving that valuable treasures can remain hidden for generations before finally being recognized. Collectors often examine these coins carefully under bright light, searching for tiny details that separate common pieces from elite rarities. The shine of the surfaces, the sharpness of Kennedy's hair, and the strength of the eagle on the reverse all matter tremendously. Even the smallest imperfection or unusual feature can dramatically influence value. In the coin world, microscopic details can create gigantic differences in price. The excitement surrounding the 1971 D half dollar is fueled by stories of ordinary people making unbelievable discoveries. Someone cleaning an attic or sorting through inherited belongings may suddenly realize they possess something incredibly rare. That emotional moment, the realization that an overlooked coin may hold life-changing value, creates a rush unlike anything else. It transforms an ordinary object into a symbol of hope and possibility. Some collectors believe the true magic of rare coins lies not only in their value but in their survival. Every rare 1971 D half dollar traveled through history, surviving countless opportunities to be lost, melted, damaged, or forgotten. The coins that remain today are survivors of time itself. Holding one can feel like touching a preserved fragment of another era frozen forever inside metal. Professional grading services play a massive role in determining a coin's market value. Experts inspect coins carefully and assign grades based on preservation and appearance. A difference of even one grade point can increase value dramatically. This is why collectors handle rare coins with extreme caution, often storing them in protective holders designed to shield them from damage, fingerprints, and environmental exposure. In the quiet world of coin collecting, there are certain pieces that spark curiosity, obsession, and endless myths, and among them the 1974 half dollar often enters conversations wrapped in mystery and exaggerated dreams. At first glance, it appears ordinary, a familiar silver-toned coin passing through hands in the mid-1970s, yet for collectors it represents a moment frozen in American minting history, where design, metal composition, and condition all collide to create value far beyond face value. The 1974 half dollar belongs to the Kennedy half dollar series, a design born from national emotion and historical remembrance. Every strike of this coin carries the portrait of President John F. Kennedy, a symbol that alone adds emotional weight and collector interest. While millions were minted, not every coin survives the decades in the same condition it left the mint, and that difference becomes the heart of its potential value. When people speak dramatically about life-changing coins, they are usually referring not to the ordinary circulated examples, but to rare mint-state specimens, era varieties, or exceptional proof strikes. A 1974 half dollar in heavily circulated condition is still just a collectible coin worth a modest premium at best, but in pristine, untouched condition, it enters a different category of desirability where collectors begin to compete. The true excitement begins when one imagines a coin preserved perfectly for decades, untouched by friction, scratches, or cleaning. Such coins are graded at high levels by professional grading services, and grading becomes the language of value. A small difference in surface quality can shift a coin from being common to being sought after, and that shift is where imagination often runs wild. There are also whispers in the collecting world about minting quirks, slight misalignments, or striking errors. These irregularities are not meant to exist, which is exactly why they are prized. A misprinted edge, a doubled image, or an unusual strike pressure can transform an ordinary 1974 half dollar into something collectors study closely under magnification, searching for uniqueness hidden in metal. However, it is important to ground the story in reality while still appreciating the excitement. The vast majority of 1974 half dollars are not rare treasures waiting to make someone rich overnight. They were mass-produced for circulation, meaning millions still exist today, and that abundance naturally limits extreme value unless extraordinary conditions apply. Even so, the imagination surrounding such coins continues to grow because people are drawn to stories of hidden fortune. The idea that a simple pocket change coin could secretly hold enormous value creates a powerful emotional pull, especially for those who dream of discovering something extraordinary in everyday life. Collectors often describe the thrill not in terms of guaranteed wealth, but in the hunt itself. Searching through rolls of coins, examining edges, dates, and mint marks becomes a kind of modern treasure hunt. The 1974 half dollar, in this sense, becomes a symbol of possibility rather than guaranteed fortune. Mint marks also play a subtle role in this story. Coins produced at different U.S. mint facilities carry small identifiers that collectors study carefully. While the 1974 half dollar does not have legendary rarity based on mint mark alone, collectors still consider origin, strike quality, and preservation when determining desirability. As coins age, their surfaces tell stories. Some carry marks of heavy circulation, while others remain surprisingly clean, as if time barely touched them. The untouched appearance is what collectors call mint state, and it is in this condition that even common coins begin to attract attention far beyond their face value. Grading becomes the bridge between imagination and reality. Professional graders evaluate luster, contact marks, strike sharpness, and overall eye appeal. A coin that achieves a top-grade designation can stand out in auctions, not because it is magically rare, but because it represents perfection among billions of imperfect strikes. Yet, despite all technical evaluation, emotion still plays a huge role. Collectors are not only buying metal, they are buying history, preservation, and the thrill of ownership. This emotional layer is what often fuels exaggerated stories about coins becoming overnight fortunes, even though real markets are far more measured and cautious. In rare auction cases, exceptional specimens of common coins can indeed reach impressive prices, especially when two collectors strongly compete. But these moments are exceptions, not the rule. They are dramatic peaks in an otherwise stable landscape of collectible value. The 1974 half dollar, therefore, sits in a fascinating position. It is not a mythic billion-dollar artifact, but it is also not meaningless. It represents a bridge between everyday currency and specialized collecting, where small differences in condition and rarity can meaningfully shift interest and price. Part of the allure also comes from misunderstanding. Many viral stories exaggerate coin values, turning ordinary items into legends. While these stories are entertaining, real numismatic value is grounded in careful evaluation, population scarcity, and verified demand among collectors. Still, the dream persists because humans naturally love the idea of hidden wealth. The thought that something sitting in a drawer or old collection might suddenly reveal unexpected worth is powerful, and coins like the 1974 half dollar often become symbols of that hope. Experienced collectors, however, approach these coins with patience rather than fantasy. They know that true value is built through knowledge, understanding grading scales, recognizing genuine errors, and learning market trends rather than relying on rumors or sensational claims. Even so, every coin carries a certain magic when viewed through the right lens. The way light reflects off its surface, the engraved portrait, the date frozen in time, all of it creates a sense of connection to history that cannot be measured purely in money. In the end, the 1974 half dollar is best understood as a collectible with modest typical value but occasional moments of heightened interest when condition and uniqueness align. It is not a guaranteed path to sudden fortune, but it remains a fascinating piece of American minting history. And perhaps that is the real treasure, not the idea of becoming a billionaire overnight, but the realization that even an ordinary. In the shimmering world of modern U.S. coinage, few pieces attract as much curiosity and hype as the 2000-piece Sacagawea $1 coin. It entered circulation with quiet confidence, carrying the image of Sacagawea and her child, a symbol of guidance, survival, and discovery. At first glance, it looks ordinary, almost too simple to matter, yet stories around it have turned it into something far larger than its actual monetary reality. When the year 2000 arrived, the United States Mint introduced this golden-colored dollar coin to replace the old paper dollar in daily use. The P mint mark indicates it was produced in Philadelphia, and millions were struck for circulation. Because of this massive production, most of these coins remain extremely common today, still floating in jars, drawers, and cash registers without any special premium attached to them. Yet over time, internet myths and exaggerated claims began to surround it. Some voices painted it as a hidden treasure worth life-changing money, suggesting that a simple $1 coin could suddenly transform into a fortune worth millions. These stories spread like wildfire, feeding excitement and hope, especially among those who dream of finding rare riches in everyday pocket change. The truth, however, is far more grounded. A standard 2000-piece Sacagawea dollar is generally worth only its face value in circulated condition. Even in pristine, uncirculated condition, most examples only reach modest collector prices. The idea of instant wealth from a regular coin is more legend than reality, built on misunderstanding rather than verified rarity. Still, the fascination did not appear out of nowhere. Certain special varieties of Sacagawea dollars do exist that have attracted attention from collectors. Some experimental strikes and early promotional pieces were produced in extremely limited numbers, and those rare exceptions can carry significantly higher value depending on condition and authenticity. Among the most famous stories is the connection to early promotional releases, such as coins paired with marketing materials or struck on different planchets during testing phases. These rare anomalies are the real reason collectors stay interested, because in numismatics, tiny production differences can sometimes create big value gaps. However, it is crucial to separate those rare anomalies from the ordinary circulation coin. The standard 2000p Sacagawea dollar is not part of those elite error categories. It is a widely minted issue, designed for everyday commerce, not hidden investment growth. The excitement surrounding it often comes from confusion between common and rare versions. Many viral claims exaggerate the value of these coins to unbelievable levels, suggesting sudden wealth beyond imagination. In reality, professional grading and verified auction records show that only exceptional mint errors or ultra-limited specimens reach high prices, and even then, the numbers are nowhere near the mythical million-dollar pocket change stories. Collectors value Sacagawea dollars more for their historical and artistic significance than for explosive financial returns. The coin represents a moment in U.S. history when the government attempted to modernize currency and honor indigenous heritage at the same time. That cultural meaning is where its true importance lies. In everyday circulation, these coins continue to appear occasionally, though less frequently than in their early years. Most people overlook them, assuming they are just another dollar coin without realizing they are part of a broader experiment in U.S. currency design and public acceptance. The emotional appeal of finding a rare coin is powerful. It creates a sense of possibility, as if hidden treasure might be waiting in the most ordinary places. This psychological pull is what fuels many of the exaggerated stories surrounding the 2000p Sacagawea dollar. But the disciplined world of coin collecting relies on evidence, not excitement. Values are determined by rarity, condition, mint errors, and verified demand among collectors. Without those factors, even historically interesting coins remain modest in price. Some high-grade examples of Sacagawea dollars can still attract collector attention, especially when professionally certified in near-perfect condition. These coins may sell for more than face value, but their worth remains grounded in realistic collector markets rather than fantasy-driven valuations. The idea that a single 2000p Sacagawea dollar could instantly turn someone into a billionaire belongs firmly in the realm of internet mythology. It is a powerful story, but one that does not align with documented numismatic reality or auction history. Even so, the excitement around it reveals something interesting about human nature. People are drawn to the possibility of hidden value, the idea that ordinary life might contain extraordinary surprises. Coins become symbols of hope, curiosity, and imagination. In reality, wealth in coin collecting is built slowly, through knowledge, patience, and careful understanding of what truly makes a piece rare. It is not a lottery hidden in pocket change, but a field where details matter far more than dreams of instant fortune. The Sacagawea dollar series itself remains an important chapter in U.S. minting history. It represents experimentation, cultural recognition, and an attempt to change public habits around currency. That legacy gives it meaning far beyond its face value. For collectors, the real thrill is not in fantasy valuations, but in identifying genuine varieties, understanding minting history, and appreciating the craftsmanship behind each strike. That is where the true value of the coin lives. So while the 2000p Sacagawea dollar continues to circulate and occasionally spark excitement, its real worth is modest, its real rarity limited, and its real story deeply rooted in design and history rather than instant wealth transformation. In the end, it stands as a reminder that not every shining object hides a fortune, but every coin, no matter its value, carries a story of time, place, and purpose that is far more lasting than any exaggerated price tag. What makes the 2000d Sacagawea dollar so fascinating is the mystery surrounding certain rare strikes that appear dramatically different from regular coins. Some collectors claim they discovered unusual surfaces with enhanced shine, sharper eagle feathers, and strange coloration that gave the coin an appearance almost like silver instead of its normal golden tone. Those discoveries sparked excitement because unusual minting characteristics often attract wealthy collectors willing to pay astonishing amounts for unique examples that cannot easily be found again. The Denver Mint produced millions of Sacagawea dollars during the year 2000, but hidden among those enormous numbers are believed to be a tiny group of coins with remarkable striking abnormalities. In coin collecting, rarity creates obsession, and obsession creates huge prices. A single coin with an exceptional error can suddenly become the center of attention at auctions where collectors compete fiercely, each determined to own a piece of modern American history that almost nobody else possesses. One of the biggest reasons collectors hunt the 2000D Sacagawea dollar is the possibility of discovering dramatic minting errors. Coins with double strikes, off-center designs, clipped edges, or experimental finishes have become legendary among enthusiasts. When a rare error appears on an already popular coin, the value can rise beyond imagination because collectors understand that these accidents can never truly be recreated. Every unusual coin tells a story from inside the minting process itself, making it feel almost alive with history and mystery. Some collectors believe that a few special 2000D Sacagawea coins were struck using experimental planchets or unusual metal mixtures during testing phases at the mint. This theory continues fueling excitement because coins with unusual compositions can become legendary discoveries. A coin that appears silver-like instead of golden immediately grabs attention, and if experts confirm something unusual about the metal or strike, collectors may begin fighting aggressively to purchase it for extraordinary amounts. The design of the Sacagawea dollar itself adds emotional power to the coin's popularity. Featuring the brave Native American guide Sacagawea carrying her child, the coin symbolizes courage, survival, and exploration. On the reverse side, the soaring eagle creates a feeling of freedom and strength that collectors deeply admire. When such meaningful artwork combines with rarity, the result becomes more than money. It becomes a symbol of American history captured forever in metal. Stories continue circulating about ordinary people discovering valuable Sacagawea dollars inside old jars, forgotten drawers, or inherited collections. These stories inspire treasure hunters across the world because they create hope that incredible wealth might still be hiding in plain sight. Many collectors now inspect every Sacagawea dollar carefully under bright lights, searching for unusual marks, doubled lettering, or strange surfaces that might separate an ordinary coin from a hidden masterpiece. Auction excitement has only intensified the legend of rare Sacagawea dollars. When collectors hear about a coin selling for thousands, or even rumors of coins potentially reaching unimaginable values, the fear of missing out becomes overwhelming. Suddenly, every coin feels important. People begin studying mint marks, edge details, and strike quality with intense concentration, hoping they might hold the next sensational discovery that could completely transform their future. Condition plays a massive role in determining value. A heavily worn Sacagawea dollar may remain ordinary, but a flawless high-grade example with brilliant surfaces can attract enormous attention. Collectors adore coins that appear untouched, glowing with sharp details and clean fields that look almost frozen in time. When a rare error combines with near-perfect condition, the coin enters an entirely different world of value where bidding wars can erupt among passionate buyers. Many beginners mistakenly assume modern coins cannot become valuable, but the 2000D Sacagawea dollar proves that modern rarities can create incredible excitement. Sometimes the newest coins hide the greatest surprises because people overlook them during everyday circulation. By the time collectors recognize a rare variety, many examples may already be lost forever, making surviving pieces even more precious and desirable. The mystery surrounding experimental strikes has given the 2000D Sacagawea dollar an almost mythical reputation. Some collectors speak about rare examples with proof-like surfaces shining like mirrors, while others describe coins with unusual textures or colors unlike normal circulation pieces. Whether every story is true or not, the excitement keeps growing because mystery itself increases fascination in the collecting world. Coin experts often remind collectors that authentication is essential before believing extraordinary claims. A strange-looking coin might be valuable, but professional grading and examination are necessary to confirm authenticity. This process adds suspense because collectors sometimes wait nervously for expert opinions that could either reveal an ordinary coin or uncover a once-in-a-lifetime treasure capable of attracting enormous offers. The emotional thrill of coin collecting is part of what makes rare Sacagawea dollars so powerful. Holding a mysterious coin creates a feeling of possibility that few hobbies can match. A tiny piece of metal suddenly carries dreams of financial freedom, discovery, and historical importance. That emotional connection is why collectors become obsessed with searching through rolls of coins for hours, hoping destiny might reward their patience. Rumors of million-dollar coins spread rapidly online because people love the fantasy of instant wealth. While most Sacagawea dollars remain worth face value, the existence of genuinely rare errors keeps the dream alive. Every collector understands that somewhere, hidden among ordinary coins, extraordinary rarities may still exist waiting to be discovered by the right person at the right moment. The Denver Mint mark D on the 2000 Sacagawea dollar has become a tiny letter with enormous significance for collectors. That small symbol represents the birthplace of the coin and connects it to one of the most exciting modern coin hunts ever discussed among enthusiasts. Collectors carefully examine the mint mark area because unusual doubling or striking abnormalities near that section can dramatically